If you thought the June competition was chaotic, you've seen nothing yet. Folks, ladies and gentle cars, my name is Farkle8000, and welcome to the longest, most expensive, most unpredictable competition on the schedule. I'm talking Race and Land. Race and Land is all of these things due to the nature of the competition. But before we get in to how Race and Land works, first, some late breaking stories. First off, I want to continue to remind you about Venom's potential retirement. There were two big possibilities on when he could retire or announce his retirement. One of them was after Race Derby. The next was after Race and Land. A non-Hot Wheeled competitor won Race and Land last season. A non-Hot Wheeled competitor could win it again this year, and that would bring Venom into retirement. And then finally, the points. This is the last competition before halfway. After this competition, we'll have the mid-season tournament, then jump into the second half of the season with the July competition. So I just wanted to remind you of the points. Comic is your current points leader, but it has shrunk and shrunk drastically. He is only 21 points above Stingray. And Comic starts deep in the field. It's his first ever Race and Land. I have no idea how these competitors are going to do in this competition, so it is possible that that points lead shrinks or just completely disappears and we have a new points leader. Also, at the end of this competition, I'll be showing you the top 10 and we will begin to scrutinize that cut line. Getting into the top 10 means you can compete in the All-Star New Year's Tournament for 2026. We're going to be looking at that after this competition. But now, how does Race and Land work? Now, I completely understand how complicated this competition is going to be to explain, which is why I am very excited to be able to show you how this competition works, because it is going to be a lot easier and a lot clearer, but I'm going to do my best to explain how Race and Land here works. So the track we are using for this competition is the original configuration for the gray track. It is not the harsh angled one we've been using this year, nor the zigzag we were using last year. It is that regular calm slope down to the flat. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get into race 1. Each race will begin in a familiar pattern. Drivers will line up at the start line, lanes 1 through 4, and race down the track as per usual. And then it gets a little bit complicated. In reverse order, from 4th to 1st, competitors will be given 5 tries to land back in their start lane. There's 5 tries for everyone, 8 tries for the winner of the race. A land is when you are obviously in your finish lane. It's no judgment call. It is you're in or you're not in. If everyone lands in their start lane, 3rd and 4th will be eliminated. If anyone doesn't land it, anyone who does advances. So the only way 3rd and 4th place will advance is if they land it and someone else misses. This competition is one of the longest because we will often see 2, 3 competitors advance. We will rarely see one, though it can and most likely will happen. And although it's possible, we have never seen 0 competitors advance to the next round. This competition will often have 8 to 9 rounds. Since we have more competitors this season, I will not be surprised if we have upwards of 10 or 11 rounds. Here are your results for 2024. Yeah, that's a lot of competitors. Way more than the 64 that we advanced to round 2 now. And because we have more competitors this season, it will probably be so many more. And due to this, the rounds are going to be split accordingly to the competitors. So round 1 here, we usually split it in half. For Race and Land, we're splitting it into quarters. Round 2 will likely be split in half, so on and so forth until the end of this competition. Because we can have upwards of 8, 9, maybe 10 or 11 rounds, and the way the points are added, it's plus 10 per round you advance to. It is going to be expensive if you don't advance to the next round, and the competitors around you do. But now, with all that being said, let's put it into practice, and let's begin Race and Land. As Race 1 competitors are now lined up at the start line, I forgot to mention that this competition will have a top 2. We will not have a final 4 like we have throughout this entire season. We're whittling it down to 2 competitors fighting for the win in the final round. So now, Race 1 competitors are lined up at the start line. From right to left, we have Bird, Dylan, Lantern, and Jeep. Let's get Race and Land underway. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Jeep a little bit in the lead, and now he's big time pulling away. Dylan is his closest competitor. They bounce onto the flat, and Jeep will take the win. Lantern and Bird will follow up behind. Here are your results. This is your land result. So Lantern will go first, then it's going to be Bird, then Dylan, then Jeep. And right before we get into the landing, actually, I want to inform you that I am not going to be doing any voiceover to this. I am going to be doing voiceover for the rest of the competition, for the races and everything that I usually do, but for the landing, you are hearing me in the moment. It is my reaction to everything you are seeing. Get started, he's got 5 trials. And try 1 is going to be a miss. Try 2 is a miss. Try 3 is a miss. Try 4 once again. Miss. Try 4. Try 5. Oh, and he's up and over off the track. Bird. Try 1 is a miss. Backwards immediately. Try 3 is a miss. Sorry, try 2 is a miss. Try 3, he's in! And he's in pretty easily. Try 1. And he can. Man, Race 1, and already we have a triple advancement. Bird, Dylan, and Jeep will advance to the next round. Lantern just kept hitting at the wrong angles. I'm not sure why. I guess he's just not built high enough off the ground to be able to land it. Everyone in pretty easy. Lantern eliminated. Everyone else advances to round 2. Race 2, we've got Oldster, Bullet, Luke, and Silver. And it looks to be a relatively even start. I can't really tell. Maybe it's Silver in the lead as they become to get closer. Oldster's falling well behind. They bounce onto the flat. Luke on the side of the track. Into Bullet, it will be Silver with the victory. As they got closer to the finish line, it was relatively obvious that Silver was leading. We kind of need to change that camera angle so I can commentate properly. But your landing, your race results, and your landers in order will be Oldster, then Bullet, then Luke, and then Silver. So we'll start here with Oldster. 5 tries to land it. Try 1, he's in! We got Bullet up next. And, oh my goodness gracious. Is that in? We're gonna count that as in. Oh, try 1 and Luke's down. Try 2, he's down. 3. 4. Final chance, a Hail Mary, he's in! 8 tries. Try 1, she's up and over. Try 2. Try 3, that is a miss. Try 4. Try 5, she's in! 2 races in, and I'm already speechless. That was an incredible land for Bullet, but it's all for naught as the Hail Mary pulls through. I thought for sure Luke was going to be eliminated, but a Hail Mary gets him in. Third and fourth in the race will be eliminated. Luke and Silver advance to the next round. Next up, we've got Flatbed, Skull, Minnie, and Rancher. And it looks to be a relatively even start for all. It looks like Rancher may be in the lead. Maybe it's Flatbed. As I begin to move towards the flat, it's very tight. As they cross the line, it will end up being Flatbed with the win. Your order of landing will be Skull, then Minnie, then Rancher, who's so close to the win, but it is Flatbed who will be given the 8 tries in this one. So we begin with Skull, who, yeah, not too surprised right there. We got Minnie up next, and that is a try 1 land as well. Take a look here. Rancher up next. Oh, try 1 on her side. She's in. We got Flatbed up next. Oh, I think he clipped the wall on his way up. Try 1. Oh, try 2. He's in. For the second race in a row, everyone is going to land it, though it wasn't as troublesome as the last race. Minnie and Skull were able to land it relatively easily. It's just Rancher and Flatbed were also able to land it, and so they will advance. Next up, we've got Racer, Tron, 68, and Mustang. And it looks to be a relatively even start. It looks like Mustang beginning to pull ahead of the pack. It's very tight. Coming onto the flat for second place. A big bounce. It looks like 68 was on the side of the track. That was very, very tight. 68 will fall to last. Mustang picks up a relatively easy victory. So your order of landing is going to be 68, then Racer, then Tron, and then Mustang. So we start with 68. And she's in try 1. Racer up next. And a miss try 1. Oh, that is a miss for try 2. That is a miss for try 3. Try 4 almost went over, but she's in. Alright, we got Tron up next. And, oh my goodness. That is in. Try 1. And we end off here with Mustang, who has 8 tries. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, try 1. He's off the track. Try 2. He's upside down, mid-track. Try 3. He's a miss. Try 4, he's upside down again. Keeps hitting the sidewall. Try 5, miss. Try 6 is a miss. Try 7 is a miss. Final try, try 8. And he's missing. He won the race. He got 8 tries, but Mustang is unable to land. Every single lane has their difficulties. For the middle lanes, it's that middle orange piece at the start line. You gotta contend with that. On the outside lanes, it's the side of the track. And unfortunately for Mustang, he could not steer away from that. He kept clipping the wall, which caused him to bounce off the track. And he kept missing. 8 tries was just not enough. He is going to be eliminated as 68 Racer and Tron will advance to round 2. Next up, we've got Country, Bush, Railing, and One. And it looks to be One beginning to pull way ahead of the pack as Railing is beginning to fall behind. Really, the battle's for second place. They wobble, and it's very tight as they cross the line. It looks like Bush will pick up second place. No, it's going to be Country. Wow, I was not expecting that. I could have sworn Bush had gotten it. Very well done on Country for getting that done. So your order is going to be railing, then bush, then country, and then one who has 8 tries. Alright, so we begin with railing. Try 1 is a miss. Ooh, try 2, put something on the track. Try 3, he's up and over. Try 4, he's off the track. Try 5, he's in, but just barely. Next up is bush. Ooh, almost. Try 1. Try 2, he's off. Try 3. Try 4 is a miss. Try 5 is a miss. He's out. He's eliminated. So next up we've got country. And that's try 1, easy. And finally we've got 1. And that's try 1, in, easy as well. There are many rare things you're going to see in the world, and a NASCAR being unable to land in Race and Land is one of them. I am very disappointed in Busch right now. Now, if he had landed it, he wouldn't have advanced to the next round anyways, but just completely missing it, being unable to make it in his 5 tries, that is rough. That is very, very rough. A NASCAR actually won this competition last year. It was a 1-2 finish for NASCAR last season in Race and Land. He'll be eliminated. Everyone else will advance. Next up, we've got Kurt, Safari, 55, and Lefty. And it looks to be a relatively even start. I don't know who's in the lead. It looks like Kurt and Lefty beginning to pull ahead as the track wobbles beneath them. It's very tight between the NASCARs. Kurt will pick up the victory. It will be a 1-2 finish for the NASCARs coming off their disappointment race with Busch in the last one. First and second, pretty good in this one. Your order of landing will be Safari, 55, Lefty, and Kurt. So we begin with Safari. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a land. Next up is 55. Try 1. She's upside down, and that is a land. So Lefty is up next. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2, he's in. And lastly, we've got Kurt with a try 1 land. A relatively uneventful series of landings. Everyone will make it in. The NASCARs will advance to the next round after missing with Busch in the last one. It still doesn't take out the sting though, but congratulations Lefty and Kurt who advanced to round 2. Next up, we have Blue, Turbo, Discount, and Bleu. And it looks to be a very even start. I don't know who's ahead. It looks like Bleu and Blue are beginning to fall well behind the battles for first place. They wobble. It's very tight. It looks like Turbo will pull ahead of Discount to take the victory. Bleu very far behind the pack. She will come home in last. Blue, your inaugural Race and Land winner, will come home in third. And then it's going to be Discount and Turbo. We'll be getting the 8 tries in this one. We start with Bleu. Ooh, try 1 upside down. Try 2, she's on her side, but she's in. So we've got Blue up next. And that's a try 1 land, almost wasn't. Discount up next. And that is a try 1 land. And finally, we have Turbo. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a miss. Try 3 is land. Everyone lands it once again, which means third and fourth will be eliminated. The Blues will not advance. I mentioned briefly Blue was the inaugural Race and Land winner way back in January of 2019. Blue won the very first ever Race and Land. He was a lot faster back then, and the rules were a little bit more different back then as well. If he was just faster, Blue, I think, could win Race and Land again, but just does not have the speed. Finishing third right here with everyone landing means he's eliminated, and Discount and Turbo will advance. Next up, we have Jacqueline, Mighty, Venom, and Viper. Venom in lane number 3 is the only veteran in this race. Everyone else are rookies. And it looks to be a relatively even start. I don't know who's ahead. It looks like Venom and Jacqueline beginning to fall ahead as Viper pulls to the lead, a wobble. Coming on to the flat, very tight for third place. It will be Viper with the win. Jacqueline will take over third from Venom. So your landing results will be Venom, Jacqueline, Mighty, and Viper. First up, we've got Venom. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2. Try 3. Try 4. Last try. Oh, he's a miss. He's out. Next up, we've got Jacqueline. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a land. Alright, next up we have Mighty. Try 1 is a land. And finally we have Viper, who won the race and has 8 tries. Try 1. Try 2 is a land. Venom, in a very similar way to Lantern, will miss all 5 of his tries and be eliminated. Everyone else will land, so the rookies will advance. Venom will not. In possibly his final season, he will be eliminated. Next up is 96, Prime Target, FedEx, and Courtesy. Courtesy in lane number 1 is the first New Yorker to run in this competition, and he is the first New Yorker who can take advantage of this chaotic competition. I have been saying it since the beginning of the season. Courtesy needs to take advantage of Race and Land. And it looks to be Courtesy beginning to inch ahead a little bit. 96 right there with him. But it looks like it's Courtesy coming on to the flat. He bounces, a big bounce for all. But Courtesy will take the victory. He will get 8 tries, but I'm still nervous. He missed it last season, and he won. He had the 8 tries last year as well. I'm nervous, but I think with everything that's at stake right now, I think he'll be able to do it. Your landing order is going to be FedEx, Prime Target, 96, and Courtesy. With the win, will have 8 tries. First up, we've got FedEx. Try 1 is a land, expected. Alright, Prime Target. And try 1 is a miss. Try 2. Try 3. Try 4. Final try. Try 5. Hail Mary, he'll miss. And be eliminated. Alright, now I got 96. Oh, up and over. Try 2 is a miss. Try 3 is a bad miss. Try 4 too fast. Final try. Try 5. Just too slow, and she's out. And finally, we have Courtesy, who really needs this. Oh, try 1, he's off. Try 2. Try 3. 4. 5. 6. He just can't hold it. 7. Final try. Try 8. That's not good. That's really not good. That is a triple elimination, and a bad triple elimination at that. FedEx will be the only competitor to advance to round number 2, and it is our first triple elimination of this competition. It happens in race number 9. 96 could not land going forward. She switched it to backwards, but she waited way too long and then just couldn't get the speed right. And Courtesy couldn't get the speed right and then just couldn't hold it. He kept sliding down, uses all 8 of his tries. Courtesy's eliminated here. He did not need this whatsoever. Another second place, essentially. But it is a devastating round 1 elimination for Courtesy. FedEx is the only competitor to advance out of this one. Next up, we've got Spoiler, Sports, Indy, and Siren. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Siren beginning to pull ahead. A clip on the wall for Spoiler. He bounced up on 2 wheels. It's going to be a drag race coming to line. A wheelie popped by Siren. And I think that'll slow him down enough to where he loses the race. And he does. Spoiler gets the victory. And a very tight one right there. Nothing of that race really went smoothly. Spoiler clipped the wall. Siren popped a wheelie hitting the flat. Your landing order is going to be Indy, Sports, Siren, and Spoiler. With the victory, we'll get 8 tries. Alright, we begin with Indy. Ooh, try 1 too fast, up and over. Try 2 is a land. Right now we got Sports. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a miss. Try 3. Try 4. Oh, try 5. He's off the track and he's out. We've got Siren up next. And try 1. He's off the track. Try 2. Try 3. Try 4. He's off the track again. Final try. Try 5. And he's out. We have a double elimination right now, where we have a triple elimination. Spoiler up next. And we will only have a double elimination. He's in try 1. And that is going to give us a double elimination after a triple elimination in the last one. This time, Sports, just like Courtesy in the last one, just couldn't hold it, kept bouncing wrong. And Siren is a very light competitor. I think that and the fact that he rides very low to the ground contributed to his elimination. Indy and Spoiler will advance. Next up, we've got Snake, Zonda, Type X, and 27. And it looks to be a relatively even start. I don't know who's ahead. It looks like Zonda and 27 falling well behind. It looks like it's tight between Type X and Snake. A photo finish. 27 far behind, but Snake will grab the victory. An impressive run right there. A disappointing finish here, though, for Zonda. A Pagani Zonda R. You'd think that tight, low to the ground kind of sports car would be a lot faster, would be a lot better at this. I guess not. He finishes in a distant third, 27 in 4th, which means your landing order is going to be 27, Zonda, Type X, and Snake will win and get 8 tries. Alright, so we begin with 27. Try 1, he's in, that's no surprise. Next is Zonda. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a miss. Try 3. Try 4. We are going to count that as a miss. Final try. Try 5. He's in! Next up we have Type X. And that's try 1. He's in. And finally we have Snake, who will be given 8 tries for winning the race. And that is a miss. Try 1. Try 2, she's in. Everyone lands, which means we have another double elimination. Type X and Snake will land it relatively easily and advance. I am very disappointed here in Zonda. He advanced to round number 2 last season. It was his first ever competition was Race and Land. I'm disappointed that he does not back that up. It also took him a long time. 5 tries is rough right there. He's eliminated with 27. Next up, we've got Double Liner, 30, Mixer, and Gregson. And it looks to be Gregson maybe a slight early lead as they hit the middle of the track. The track wobbles in 30 and Mixer are right there. They bounce. 30 was up on 2 wheels in the air. It was very tight as they crossed the line. 30 will get the victory. Gregson, your early race leader, will come home in second place. So your landing order is going to be Double Liner, then Mixer, then Gregson, and then 30, who will get 8 tries. We begin with Double Liner. Try 1 is a land. Now it's time for Mixer. And try 1 is a miss. Try 2 is a land. Next up is Gregson. And try 1 is a land. And finally we have the winner of 30, who gets 8 tries. Try 1. Try 2. Try 3, she's off the track. Try 4. Try 5. Try 6. 7, she's off the track. Final try. Try 8. She's off the track and eliminated. 30 won the race and had 8 tries to land it, but she is still unable to make it. We have a triple advancement in this race right here. Your winner of the race, 30, is the only one not to advance. Everyone else made it in relatively easily. This is rough right here for 30. And makes me a little nervous for 10, who runs later in this round. They are the exact same car. Carbonic, I believe, is the name of the vehicle style. And 10, seeing 30 get eliminated here, is probably very worried and thinking he's also going to miss. We have Double Liner, Mixer, and Gregson advancing to the next round. Next up, we've got Red, Armorall, Rookie, Drift Rod, and Citron. And it looks to be a relatively even start. I don't know who's ahead as the track wobbles. Armorall pulls ahead. He bounces, coming onto the flat, maybe landed on top of Red. It's tight for every other position, but the lead is very clear. Armorall gets the victory. And hey, look at that. Red sneaks into second place, which means your landing order is going to be Citron, Drift Rod, Red, and Armorall will get the win and 8 tries. We begin with Citron. Oh, try 1, too fast, up and over. Try 2, he's in. Next up is Drift Rod. Try 1 is a miss. Try 2. Try 3 is a big miss. Try 3. Try 4, he's upside down, but he landed. Now we've got Red. Who's gonna land it? Try 1. And finally, we've got Armorall, who won the race and gets 8 tries, but he ain't gonna need them. Despite a miscount on Drift Rod, everyone will land it within their given 5 tries, including Armorall, who had 8 tries, but didn't even need him since he landed it try 1. And yes, apologies for the miscount on Drift Rod. We had to stop the video there to retrieve him after he fell off the track. And I miscounted. He was able to land it, though, on what was actually his 5th try, not his 4th try. But it doesn't matter, as everyone lands it. Red and Armorall will advance. Next up, we have Hyper Ice, Worldwide, Cage, and Cheetah. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Cheetah in the lead a little bit. The track wobbles as Cage falls way behind. They bounce onto the flat, and it is very tight as they cross the line. Worldwide will get the victory. Hyper Ice in second. Where did that come from? I could have sworn it was Cheetah in that position, but I guess not. So your landing results are going to be Cage, Cheetah, Hyper Ice, and Worldwide, who gets the victory and will get 8 tries. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Okay. So, usually, this is when we get straight into the landings of all 4 competitors, their attempts, whether they make it or not. However, I made a very huge mistake, which I'm going to address now, and basically tell you the results. So, my mistake was, I had it in my head that Cage was in lane 4 and Cheetah was in lane 3. When really was the opposite way around. So I recorded their videos, I uploaded their videos, all with the thought that this was the case. But I'm just realizing now, while voice recording and trying to get this out for you as soon as possible, that that was incorrect. So I'm going to tell you the results here and what we've had to do. So Cage's video, he lands it. He actually bounced, he started in lane 4, he bounced off the orange starter piece in lane 4, and landed upside down in lane 3. That is a try 1 land, he makes it, congratulations Cage. We had to completely redo Cheetah's landing. Instead of being in lane 3, we switched him to lane 4. He landed it, try 1. I'm not going to be showing you the footage, though we did have to quickly record the footage. We're not going to be showing you the footage because the results of this race are the exact same before or even after. The results are the same, so I feel that there's no bother in uploading them. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to upload Cheetah's new footage or even the crappy old footage that's 100% incorrect. I wanted to bring this to your attention now before we get on to the NASCAR's landing. The reason that there is no footage for Cage and the rookie of Cheetah is because it was wrong and we kind of had to do things to fix it. This is my way of fixing it. Enjoy the last 2 landings. Alright, now we got Hyper Ice. Who's gonna... He's gonna miss. Try 1. Try 2, though, he's gonna land. And finally, we have Worldwide, who has 8 tries, but he's gonna land it in 1. So you were probably able to figure it out relatively quickly, but the results here, in the moment when I took the results photo here, we had Cage and Cheetah missing, whereas the NASCAR's made it. The new results is everyone landed it. Cage and Cheetah are eliminated anyways. The NASCAR's move on. I just want to move on from this race as well. This has been so frustrating to me that I've completely forgotten to call Cheetah a rookie this entire time when introducing him, because he is a rookie and that's what I should be doing, but I've just completely forgotten due to the frustrations with this race. Hyper Ice and Worldwide advanced to round 2. Let's move on. Next up, we've got Drifts, Chevelle, 5, and Bones. It looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Bones a little in the lead. Now it's Drifts beginning to pull well ahead of the pack. It looks like it's Chevelle in second. A big bounce as they hit the flat and the finishing results. will be a 1 through 4 finish. That's pretty cool. Bones in last, then it's going to be 5. Chevelle drifts, gets the victory. Alright, so we begin with Bones. Who'll land it? Try 1. Next up is 5. Who'll land it? Try 1 as well. Now we've got Chevelle. Who's gonna miss? Try 1. Try 2, he's in. And finally we have Drifts, who won the race and gets 8 tries. But he's not gonna need them. Everyone lands it relatively smoothly, especially 5, who I was not expecting to make it relatively easily. I thought he was going to miss it completely, but he makes it upside down, and upside down is a legal way to land. A disappointing finish here for Bones, though. He's eliminated here. Not very fast in the racing, but in the landing, he is one of the best. A disappointment. He's eliminated here. Chevelle and Drifts land it relatively easily and will advance to round 2. Next up, we've got Catapult, Cruz, Impreza, and Pickup. And it looks to be a roll. Oh, Cruz gets caught at the start line. He's well behind the pack as they begin to wobble towards the finish line. It's Cruz with an easy victory. A pretty clear result across the finish line. Cruz well behind. I don't know what happened, but the lack of redos is really going to hit him hard right here. I believe his mirror got caught at the start line. That will put him well behind in last. Pickup will come home in 3rd. Impreza in 2nd. Catapult, a pretty impressive win right here. She will get 8 tries to land. We begin with Cruz. He'll miss. Try 1. Try 2. Try 3. He's up and over. Try 4. And finally, try 5. That's a miss. He's out. Next up, we've got Pickup. And try 1 is a miss. Try 2. He's up and over. Try 3 is a land. Next up, we've got Impreza, who's gonna miss. Try 1. Try 2. Try 3, almost. Try 4, he's in. And finally, we've got Catapult, your winner, so she's got 8 tries. Try 1. Try 2, she's in. I forgot to mention this was the final race of the first quarter of round number 1, and it did not disappoint in landing. An impressive land there for Pickup. I thought he was just going to slide down. He did not. A great catch right there. A disappointing finish for Cruz, that last place finish, and that issue at the start line really hitting him hard. He will be unable to land it. I don't know why. Whether he's just too low, kept getting bad hits, bad bounces, I'm not really too sure. But he is going to miss, and we will have a triple advancement for race 16, the final race of the first quarter of round number 1. And these are your results. Your first quarter results, the first 16 races, and we have way more than 16 competitors advancing to round number 2 out of the first quarter of round number 1. For reference here, the first row, each row totals 28 cars. So you can probably figure out where things go from here. We are 5 extra cars ahead of the first half result of a regular round 1 competition. So that should probably tell you how many competitors are going to advance to round number 2 in this competition. It is very, very hard to pick a winner. I have no idea where the winner will come from. In the last season, it was row 3. It was late in row 3 where the winner came from, and second place can't find him. Wait, where's Confetti? Wait, I literally can't find him. Holy shit. Wait. No, wait, this isn't a bit. Hold on, I promise this isn't a bit. Wait, what the heck? I can't find him. What the hell? Oh, Confetti. Oh my god, there he is. And second place came from row 1. So, really, the winner could come from anywhere. But I am going to predict that a NASCAR will make it relatively far. We have many advancing here, and we have many more to go. NASCAR placed 1-2 in the last season's competition, last season's Race and Land. I will be shocked if they don't at least make it really far this season as well. So it's hard to bet against the NASCAR, so I'm not going to do that. Let me know out of this group who you think might be able to win the 2025 Race and Land. We will be back hopefully tomorrow for the second quarter of round number 1. That will complete the first half of round number 1. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Miss the rest of this competition, rest of this season. It's gearing up to be a great one. And until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.